Hello, I'm Greg Richards from Dipping Dynamics. We've been dipping sheep for 27 years and this is our new state-of-the-art truck and dipping machine. Brand new Isuzu truck with a sleeper cabin in it. We've got an area where so we can be fully independent when we go to farms. If we've got to stay overnight or whatever. We've got our little kitchen here with our fridge and our stove. We've got a shower at the back there, which you can see. We carry our chemical underneath here. So it's all out of the way, safe. All the regulations are right. Because we've got to transfer a lot of water at times, we've got a 3-inch quick fill pump and hoses here obviously, and the 3-inch quick fill pump fits in here, slides out for use. Okay, so here we've got our dog cages, our showers up in here, hot water service and freshwater container there for the shower and cooking area. And we've got long range fuel tanks so we can cover greater distances. Here we've got 10,000 litre water tank on the truck, which we draw off constantly to top up whatever the sheep are taking out. One of the advantages of having side unloading with this new machine is that if we don't have to go and cart water, we don't even have to disconnect the truck. So that's a big advantage, a time saver for us. The extensive hydraulics on this machine are powered by PTO and the farmer's tractor. One of the big differences between this flood dipping system and the older cage dips is that we have a 10,000 litre tank under here full of water, and we have a 10,000 litre tank here which is now empty, and as I'll explain in a moment, the sheep enter into the bottom of the tank rather than have to go up a very high ramp into a cage. All the tanks on this machine are stainless steel, which obviously means that they last forever virtually and very easy to clean, and there's no issues with bacteria such as post-dipping lameness, and obviously no transfer of diseases from farm to farm. One of the other advantages of this machine is that everything is much lower to the ground. So as you can see, our loading ramps and unloading ramps aren't very steep and they're quite short, so a couple of bounds and the sheep are up and in the apparatus. All the walkways are non-slip, also easy to clean, and the emphasis being on the safety of the operator. Sheep entry point is here, hydraulically open door. So the sheep actually enter through that area there. When it's full of sheep, we close it down. And that's sealed, a waterproof seal on it. Another point with this loading ramp is that we're not restricted to loading off the ground. We can load out of the shed, loading ramps, doorways, or obviously off the ground, out of yards. We can lower or raise the lid on the dipping tank for smaller sheep or larger sheep. If the sheep are smaller, we don't have to transfer as much water. We can also open the lid, which means that if sheep need a bit of encouragement to leave the dipping tank, we can open that up and we can reach in with our crook and give them a tap, get them moving. We've got a walking floor. So when the first couple of sheep come in, if they don't want to continue in, we push the lever, they move forward and the rest of the sheep file in behind them. It works very, very well. Another advantage of the walking floor is that if there is an old sheep or a sick sheep that's down and can't get up, we can put it to the front of the dipping apparatus, and for OH&S reasons, it's very much safer for the operators. When the sheep are ready to leave this dipping tank, we open the front door, which is a self-sealing door, and out the sheep go. onto the drainage area above the bottom water tank. We close it up again. That's sealed now, that becomes waterproof. We shut our lid and that locks in place. Open our back door. We're ready to load another mob of sheep. This area here is the drainage area. The sheep come out, all the runoff water from the sheep goes back into the system. We actually save as much dip wash as we possibly can. The main dipping tank holds approximately 50 grown sheep, and this drainage area where we capture all the runoff water, all the dip wash, is twice that number of 100 sheep. We have 2 exit doors, one on either side of the machine, which is operated from where I stand here. So we let enough sheep off to make room for the number of sheep we're dipping at the time. And the doors are of rubber, they swing up rather than around, hence there's no damage to the sheep. The ramps are nice and low, so the sheep seem to exit very well off this machine. Well, this is the constant replenishment tank system here, which through a float system under the floor, which allows fresh water and chemical to come in to replace what the sheep have taken out.